I played with a lot of players whose parents were something else. Let's just say that.
Yep.
My parents were not those people. They just really supported me, and they never embarrassed me, which I always appreciated about them. As a kid, to all the parents out there, no one wants to see their parents yelling from the stand.
You take Gary Bettman's job. You get to run the NHL for one day. What is the first change you are making? Anything you want. Welcome to the first official episode of the North ProStock podcast. I'm joined with the best smile in hockey. We call him Jesse Pollock. Welcome.
That's a very subjective take, but I appreciate it. And you know what? We'll get nice and personal here.
Yep.
Jesse's actually my future stepbrother. He's basically already my stepbrother.
Brother-in-law.
Oh, sorry.
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
We are family.
Yeah, but really, Jesse's we're like bros.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
We got the feed out today for the fans. That's premium content.
I have very weird toes, as some people know.
Let's get a close up of that. The fans definitely want to see that. This is
Look at my fourth toe.
This is going to be the new meme.
You'd be surprised. People are into that.
Someone gift that and put it in the comments below. So let's dive right into it. The first segment, I want to put you right into the hot seat. Take as much time with any of these as you want.
Holy smokes.
Let's get it started. You take Gary Bettman's job. You get to run the NHL for one day. What is the first change you are making? Anything you want.
That is a great question.
That's why I asked it.
That's a loaded question. You know what? For me, maybe it's a nostalgia thing and I grew up with it, but a lot of my best hockey memories are when I was a kid and you're seeing the 1 to 8 seed playing against each other. I think it's just a no-brainer to go back to it, shake it up a little. We're seeing the same matchups every year. I actually had a chance to talk to Quinton Byfield about this, and he even was saying 1 to 8. It'd be great to see the league go back to that. I kind of put him on the spot too at an NHLPA event. But I think that'd be great. And yeah, another thing that I would do, the Jets jerseys, they'll always have a special place in my heart. But if I'm Gary Bettman, I'm saying to the Jets, your Heritage Classic jerseys have to be your normal jerseys because they're it'd be the nicest jersey set in the league. The Heritage Classic jerseys, the navy one, and then the white ones. It's just beautiful, and I feel like it's time for the Jets to go back to those.
Yeah, going back to the playoff format, I couldn't agree more. I've never understood it because it's what's the point? Yeah. If you're going to go dominate the entire season, what's your reward? It seems so pointless and completely oblivious of a decision to be just whatever. We'll just pick. Who cares?
I guess in terms of travel, maybe it made things a little easier if you're kind of make it. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm glad that they want to try to create rivalries and they're trying to engage fans because we keep on asking the NHL, what could you possibly do to bring more attention to the sport? I appreciate anyone who's willing to try, but I think there's also a time where you have to say, okay, maybe that didn't work and we should go back because the old way of doing it was way better. Forcing a narrative is never fun to watch. Letting the narrative unfold organically is way better because then when you finally do get that special matchup where you're actually playing your rivals, you haven't played them in 3 years, it's electric.
Yeah, for sure. And
1,000%.
It's we get it. The Oilers are better than the Kings. Is there anything else that we need to understand about that?
Yeah, well, let's pivot right off of that and go into another NHL-based question. Did the NHL give up on Arizona too quickly?
Definitely not too quickly. I mean, and who knows if they've even given up on Arizona. Maybe they just need to put a team in the right place. Scottsdale would be kind of electric, that's what you keep hearing. I don't know.
Do you think if they can find a proper venue space, that will be okay, you know what, Magnet, we're looking to come back. Do you think it's an expansion team? I don't think it's going to be a relocation if they did. I think it'd be a whole new team to the NHL. I think it'd be a little weird. I feel like there needs to be enough time in between, but I'm curious your thought.
I just think, I think it could work there. They just need a competent owner. Look at what happened with Utah when Ryan Smith took over the team. Immediately started making moves. Get Sergachev.
Huge.
Marino too, I'm pretty sure he got. He wasted absolutely no time getting it done. And now you're hearing like, it seems as though that's a really good organization to play for. It seems like Utah is a great city. Arizona, great city. I think they just need someone who's going to be aggressive and get someone. I mean, it's easier said than done, but we didn't see that many star players coming through Phoenix or their Arizona team.
People love to be there in the offseason. So, it has, I don't think it has anything to do with people not, being attracted to the spot. So, no, I completely hear you on that. Pivoting again from there, is the NHL wrong for not having a team today in Quebec City?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I think a lot of Canadian fans would love to see another team in Canada.
Absolutely.
Because it's time.
We need to boost the statistics in our favor, because our odds right now, if we had one more team, maybe it boosts the chances we bring a cup home. But we do keep bringing the cup home because our players keep on winning it.
I know. but really, like, when you think of hockey, you think of Canada. It's Canada's game. It just makes sense for there to be more Canadian teams in the league, and they have a what's it called? The Videotron Arena or whatever.
Beautiful
it's a
arena.
Massive. Massive. So, I mean, I think the NHL needs to do. Gary Bettman knows a lot more than I do, but I think the NHL should act.
No way.
My guy Gary. I think the NHL needs to do everything in its power to get a team in Quebec City, because it's just been spoken about enough, and we got to just make it happen. Get the Nordiques going. Come on.
Yeah, I think it'd kind of work out like the Jets, but just 2.0. I think it'd be such a welcome return. I think it's something everyone from everywhere would just be like, great. Plus, I'd love to see Montreal versus Quebec City. I feel like the French fans, I love them. When I was playing in the Quebec Senior League, I got to play against Donald Brashear in his last season. Sick. The fans are insane, and I mean that in the best way possible. French-Canadian fans are obviously some of the most passionate in the league. Yeah. So to see both of them be able to go to war against each other, not just against like the Leafs, would be so iconic. I feel like those would be the most electric games every single season. For sure. And who knows what their games against Colorado would be like as well. Now, I'm curious. You've been doing Bardown for a long time. Like, how many years are you now in the industry? I mean, I started interning more than 10 years ago. So in those 10 years, is there a moment that sticks out as your worst take? Oh, there have been a lot of bad ones. There have also been some good ones, though. Yes. But I only want to know the bad ones. Oh, man, you really put me on the spot. Is there one that your head's on the pillow at night and you're like, man, 4 years ago, I said this, what an idiot. Here's what I'll say. And it's more giving credit to Corwin, because I remember we talked about possible trade packages for Jack Eichel. And Corwin proposed a trade that I think it was like, it was Eichel for, it would have been Luke Hughes, what's his name? Alex Holtz, I think is his name. Yep. And another defenseman who was a former first-round draft pick, and I don't think he's playing in the NHL right now. But I just was like, you're crazy if you would make that trade. And Corwin was like, well, I don't think it's that crazy of a trade at all. I was like, no, man, that is a very hot take. And I mean, in hindsight, it's not like the Devils would have been getting ripped off in that trade, because Luke Hughes is going to be such a good player. I think he's already on track to being a franchise defenseman. 100%. You look back and it's like, I think New Jersey would think hard and probably take that trade if it meant them getting Eichel. So that's one that was not my best take. But you know what? Every year, for the most part, except for maybe last year, giving a little more credit, I always have a take. I don't believe in the Leafs. I think they don't have what it takes. And then every year they prove me right. This is our year. This is our year. Yeah, I've heard that a couple times. So, yeah. Those are most of my good takes involving the Leafs in the playoffs. So, like we just said, you've been around the culture for a while now. We've heard what you think your worst take is. What I'm curious about is, was there a moment where it really sunk in how influential to the culture you are? Because I'll tell you, I think more kids at home know your name than any third or fourth liner on any team in the NHL. Sincerely, right? So it's like, you have a lot of power in your name. Obviously, everyone at Bardown does. was there a moment where that really sunk in for you?
Make me blush over here, man.
You're a big deal. Let me pump your tires.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a date after this.
Okay. So I actually have a story. First of all, where we probably realized that at its peak, like, okay, we got something crazy here, was when we did a live quiz at the Hockey Hall of Fame. A couple of our former employees now, Juliet Teixeira and Daniel Pignataro, for their practicum project, they set up a live quiz at the Hockey Hall of Fame. And I personally absolutely love the Hockey Hall of Fame. Yeah. I think it's like, if people have never been to the Hockey Hall of Fame, it's a sacred place, and you never take for granted being there. So that was probably one of them. But this was my real, like, welcome to the show moment. Bit of story time here.
Yeah, we want to hear.
So Corwin and I, along with Connor, who you know very well,
of course,
Benman,
most handsome man.
Yes, although he cut his hair. We were sent on assignment to go to Sudbury to work Nick Foligno's charity hockey tournament.
Yep.
And we had this, or I forget who thought of the idea, maybe in Corwin, maybe in someone else. We were going to go to the tournament and we were going to dress up like coaches. I think it had been, we maybe done, yeah, we did it one more time before, but we were bringing the coaches back and we were each going to coach one of the teams at this charity hockey tournament. So you have to, like, what we decided to do was dress like what a coach would look like. Corwin took a more modern look. He gave himself like a goatee and like kind of like what Pierre LeBrun
Yeah,
has,
sure,
you know?
yeah.
Just an electric look and like the long pea coat. And I kick things a little more old school. I had like a fedora on. I wear my NHL tie that I got for like my 6th birthday and this old suit.
Sounds more like a bar mitzvah outfit to me.
Yes, but like something that like one of our grandfathers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I feel the vibe.
Mitzvah. So, this was kind of our bread and butter. Like, we're in a small junior town. The kids were coming up to us, like, they were asking us for pictures. It was very cool. Like, it was like, all right. And then all of a sudden, this woman who appeared to be around mid-20s, wearing a wedding ring, what I thought was a wedding ring, at least for sure, comes up to me and asks me for a picture. And I say, okay, cool. So I take a picture with her, and then 5 minutes later, I see I'm about to go on the bench. And then she asked me if I could sign her brand new John Tavares jersey.
Okay.
And the kicker is that Tavares was there. He was on the bench that I was about to go coach with. So I look at her and I say, are you sure you want me to sign this? And she goes, yeah, absolutely. I say, are you positive? And she goes, yes, absolutely, I want you to sign it. I'm like, okay. So I see the Leafs logo. It says John Tavares, number 91 on the front, and then 3 inches away from it, or 4 inches away from it, it now says Jesse Pollock, number 69 on it, completely decreasing the value of the jersey.
That thing's worth nothing now.
Oh, yeah. Goes from being probably worth like a good $600 to nothing.
There's no charity auction that's taking that.
Zero. So I'm like, okay, we do the whole coaching thing, which is a whole other very funny video. If you've never seen that video for Bardown, it's personally probably my favorite video we've ever done. So we end up flying home from Sudbury, and I get home, and I notice that I get a message on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, what? A name I've never seen before. And essentially the first message said, how could you? Like, you tricked my stepsister into thinking that you were someone who you're not, or my sister-in-law into thinking you're someone you're not, and said, how could you do that to her? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, like, you told my sister that you were Mitch Marner, and then you signed her jersey, and you ruined the jersey. You ruined it. I was like, whoa. And then I had to like put my foot down. I was like, I need to be very clear about something. I did not tell your sister-in-law anything. I did not say anything, and I don't know how she possibly could have mistaken me for being Mitch Marner.
This is proof that this isn't a one-sided thing. Jesse's not running around town telling everybody he looks like Mitch Marner. It is a consensus with the ladies of Sudbury that they cannot tell you apart.
It is. And I had to, she kept accusing me, and I had to be stern with her. I said, I need to make something clear here. I did not tell your sister-in-law anything.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how she possibly could have mistaken me for being Mitch Marner. I was wearing a fedora, an NHL tie, and a fake mustache and a suit from the 1950s. What on earth would Mitch Marner be doing wearing that at this
That's
tournament?
not his style.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
I mean, it's not his style.
No.
Mitch is a little more like, we're like Red Bull stuff. Like, yeah. I just saw Mitch recently, and he was wearing an unbelievable watch.
He's stylish. He's handsome.
He
I
is
think
very
he's a handsome young man. He's got like kind of.
Yeah, he's handsome.
If he wasn't in hockey, I'd put him in like a boy band. I mean that like a flattery sort of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, speaking about handsome men,
Yes.
we were just speaking about a few. Tavares, very handsome. I think he's kind of he's kind of a dilf. If that's the appropriate. I think that's the appropriate term.
Yeah.
I'm curious who you think is the most handsome man in the NHL. I've also got a good bet on Sagan. That's a hot looking guy. Premier League athletes, collegiate. Shout out. Graduated from the same high school.
I'm gonna have to say Mitch Marner.
Okay, well now this is just a little bit of vanity. Then give me who's number 2? Who's number 2 on your list? Who's the biggest man muscle? Who do you look at and say, you know what? If I could be you for a day, if I could walk in those shoes, oof.
Well, I'll say this, and I'll give a shout out to a Swede because my girlfriend's Swedish. I remember that whole thing happened with the book club with Alex Wenberg. Do you guys remember that?
Yep.
Like when the person who runs that book TikTok account was like obsessing over Alex Wenberg and like it became this whole thing where it was actually like not a good situation. But he's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone in the comments, let me know. Poll it. We got to make a poll. We'll send him a gift card for $5 to North ProStock. Most handsome player in the show. I want to know what everyone at home is thinking. Moving from there, obviously, we've got the season coming up. I'm very excited. I think this is going to be an electric season. Who's the biggest dark horse in your opinion? Who's someone that everyone's saying, I don't think they have what it takes, whether it's going to the cup or whether it's just someone that we all think is going to be in the bin that's actually going to be maybe a playoff contender. Who's the dark horse?
Well, I don't know if people are low on them. I think people are probably pretty high on them based especially what they've done in the offseason. But I'm going to say Utah. I think Utah is really building a solid team. They have a really scary top 6. I thought that was a pretty good trade that they made for Peterka. I mean, this is a guy who in that top 9 could be for all we know, he could be a 90-point player. Like, this 100%. Guy's just getting started, entering his prime right now. I think they've got a good blue line. They've got a good goal. They've got good goalies. Yep. I just think that Utah is one of those teams that, like, everything just seems to be going right for them. Like, they just moved. They have the new owner. They've made some good trades. They've got their new jersey now. It's like they just kind of keep climbing. I think next step for them will be making the playoffs. Like, as a Jets fan, they worry me.
Are we going to see a Real Housewives, the Mormon Housewives? We're going to see a collab with them in Utah?
We should.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I want to see some content there. Those ladies, they like to get little, like messy, respectfully, like the little messy on camera. I think they could bring some color to the game. Someone's got to send them some season tickets. Someone in Utah needs to send them some tickets. I want to see them at a game. I want to see it blow up on TikTok.
Did you watch it? The Mormon?
The Mormon Housewives.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Listen, I got some guilty pleasures. I'm a big man, but I got a soft feminine side.
Okay. Well, nice. Yeah, maybe like do something with them and like some of the wags on the Utah team. Yeah.
Listen, that's you want to grow the game. Get the housewives involved.
Yeah.
Whole family sitting down watching hockey.
Oh yeah. I love it.
And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, who's way too hyped? Who's like someone's like being like, hey, this team, not the you could say the Leafs. I think that's the obvious pick, but who's got way too much hype behind them? Still a great team, but maybe they don't have the steam to actually get all the way through.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Just be a hater here. I want to just see you be a professional hater.
Well, no, I'm not going to say the Leafs because I think people are actually a little lower on them.
Yeah, maybe since with Marner out, do you think that people are just kind of like, oh?
Yeah, I think people, their expectations of the Leafs are actually lower. I'll tell you one team that everyone is extraordinarily high on right now, and for good reason.
Yeah.
The Montreal Canadiens are a team that I think everyone is extremely high on. But one thing I will say is, I don't know if they're there quite yet. I think they made some really good moves.
Yeah.
I like the move that they made for Dobson.
Yep.
I think Demidov is going to be a great player. So if not this year, I think the next year they definitely get to where they want to be.
Yep.
But in terms of teams that are too hyped right now.
Actually, before we move on from Montreal, I'm curious, do you think Suzuki has made himself a bona fide star in the league? Do you think he is a bona fide franchise star? Do you think people look back in the annals of history and say, that is one of the great Canadians.
I mean, there have been so many great Canadians.
Of course.
In terms of where
He's great. Does he have the prestige? Will he get there?
Well, he had an incredible second half of the season last year. I've always been a fan of Nick's. I also have gone to know Nick a little bit, and he just handles himself very well.
For
Bit
sure.
of a dry personality, like in a good way, not in a boring way. And again, I have met him only a few times. He's always been very nice. I think if he continues what he did in the second half of last year, then yeah. And to be more specific, I think Nick Suzuki has solidified a spot on Team Canada.
Oh,
for the
yeah?
Olympic team. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
absolutely,
a stud.
man.
I'm hot on him.
Absolutely. He's one of the best two-way forwards in the game.
Yep.
And I think a guy like that, he's very smart. I think he's an extremely valuable player to have.
Yeah.
In terms of teams that are overhyped, I don't know. I mean, that's such a tough question. There's a lot of really good teams. Do any come to mind for you?
Not particularly. I feel like maybe like the world's going insane, but the hockey world is maybe gaining some semblance of sanity back, because I don't feel like there's someone that's coming out and saying some crazy claim on a team, or someone's overly buying into a young roster. I feel like everyone's pretty fairly evaluated at this moment.
I agree.
Yeah.
Again, the one team, and I'm not saying that they won't be really good, but I know that the one team that I'm maybe a tiny bit more apprehensive given the amount of hype they're getting is probably the Habs. But I like that. Like, I like the Habs. I hope the Habs do well. I'm cheering for them. But I just know that let's just say this, there will be a lot of pressure on the Habs this year.
Yes, absolutely. Taking it on a more lighthearted note, I think the fans really want to know this. I think everyone at home has been wondering this. Jesse, when you were a kid, you went to the concession, you got a snack. I think we can all agree there's nothing better than arena poutine right after your game, hanging out with the boys. Someplace got some great food. If you could get free arena food for the rest of your life, but you got to fight the Zamboni driver once a week to maintain it, are you taking the deal?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Let me share another take.
Don't be violent. We're not endorsing violence against Zamboni drivers. This is an imaginary Zamboni driver. He appears, maybe it's a figment of your imagination. We don't know. Make a whole movie, a horror movie about this. You're taking the deal.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there are some electric canteen foods. I got to say, poutine, not one of them. Not for me.
No.
Not a poutine guy. No.
That is the least Canadian thing
I know.
I've ever heard you say.
I know. People
What
will
are you
say
going for? Swedish berries?
Just regular crinkle fries.
Okay.
With just a little ketchup on the sides, very nice. A hot dog, just mustard. If there's banana peppers and onions, I throw them on too. That's nice. A little hot chocolate action. Crazy story. One of the closest times I ever came to dying was when I choked on a jawbreaker from a Plinko machine when I was a kid. My dad had to do the Heimlich maneuver on me.
Oh my God.
And this thing just flew across the River Heights Community Center lobby. It was insane. Like, it was one of the scariest moments of my life for sure.
Winnipeg almost lost a great one.
I know, man. Crazy. In what would have been a very, like, not good fashion. Like, that's just, oh, man. Anyways. But yeah, I mean, we're talking hot chocolate. We haven't even mentioned the 5-cent candies, like sour gummy worms.
Oh, the snack bags.
The sour keys.
I always got the mystery bags. I was such a sucker for the mystery bag.
Yeah.
And I'd get the big feet.
Yeah.
Those ones were my favorite.
But then you get like the egg or the fish, and you're like, I can do without those.
I could go for the fish. I'll trade. I'll trade you the fish.
It's funny, like when I go to Sweden with Emily, it's like it's not even like Swedish fish. It's just
they're just fish.
You eat gummy fish. It's nice.
You just eat surströmming. You get real fish.
Don't need
the amount of my teammates when I was playing in Sweden who would just eat or like the caviar from the tube at the gas station.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, this is not arena food. This sucks.
Yeah.
I love Sweden, but the arena food is not it.
No,
100% not. I'm curious to know, what's a more terrifying thought for you? Blocking a slap shot from Shea Weber, or your mom yelling at you from the stands during your childhood?
You know what? My mom didn't really yell from the stands during.
Randy wasn't a wild one.
No, she wasn't. She was very supportive. I was very lucky. Like, I played with a lot of players whose parents were something else. Let's just say that.
Yep.
My parents were not those people. They just really supported me, and they never embarrassed me, which I always appreciated about them. I think as a kid, to all the parents out there, no one wants to see their parents yelling from the stands. I mean, to a degree. Sometimes you need a little kick in the ass when you're not playing well enough, but it's like...
Kids are lazy these days, man.
Man, I would be like, we'd be going from the ice into the dressing room, and like, I'm not going to get into it, but like, I would hear parents just say like the craziest shit as we were walking
What's the
back
craziest chirp you've ever heard a parent say from the stands to a player, to a ref? I've not just heard chirps. I've heard some horrible things that no one should say, no God-fearing Christian should say. But like, is there one that stands out for you?
Not really one specific one from the stands, but I'm talking about like, man, I'd be going to the dressing room and parents would be like standing near our dressing room saying stuff to my teammates as we're walking back to the room. Like, just like, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Chirping their kids, just like, buddy, you got dusty wheels out there.
No, like if you don't play well this period, like you're walking home.
No dinner.
Yeah, no, like,
That's a tough one.
No, like, you know, I don't want to get into something too serious, but like this stuff
sticks with kids.
It happens.
Yeah.
At least when I was a kid, like, that's why, like, personally, and like the reason I bring this up is because I encourage parents, if anyone watches this, like just don't do that because it's hard on your kid.
100%.
Yeah.
Got to take it easy. Lighten up. You're not the coach. Let the coach coach. You're paying them like some of these coaches in AAA. I think the Marlies are paying their guy like $100,000.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, so it's like, let him coach. Guys, you paid enough money. Let the coach coach.
Yeah, and like your kid's doing your best out there. It's like, this is hockey we're talking about. We're not talking about like, I mean, in anything, but it's not like this is like an exam to get into med school. It's like, this is just like a 13-year-old kid playing hockey.
Now, Jesse, I want you to do a little exercise here for me. I want you to rank the Bardown crew from most likely to make the NHL to most likely to trip over the blue line.
Oh, man. It's putting me on the spot here.
Corwin, now at Bauer. We'll include him in this. Let's start with Corwin. Where's he going?
You know what I got to say? Corwin's got really good on-ice style. The evolution of Corwin's style on the ice has really like been something.
He's shifty.
It needs to be studied.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like literally like the way he like his
cosmetically.
Style. Like aesthetically, like he
beautiful hair.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's just ramped it up. He's ramped it up for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Corwin makes some good plays. He can skate. He's a very competent player. My only issue with Corwin is that he misses the net like 9 out of 10 shots.
Corwin, we're taking out your P28. We're giving you a P92. Just
give the guy a P88 at this point.
Give him the Crosby curve. Yeah. Give him something flat.
Yeah.
Way too many sails over the net. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
So where is he on our scale? Needs to change curve.
I probably put Corwin in the middle.
He's in the middle.
You know,
so like with middle of NHL and tripping over the blue line is like AAA.
Yeah, like I think Corwin when he was younger could have played like a degree of AAA.
There we go, AAA player. That's great.
I don't know how AAA works in Ontario, by the way, as much. Like it's a very, very different system in Winnipeg when I was a kid.
Yep.
Like we had 4 AAA teams in the entire city.
Yep.
So it was actually created fierce rivalries.
Yep.
All right, name me someone else.
Luca.
You know what? Luca is a good defenseman. Like he's fast. He has a long twig. It sounded good.
You heard it here first. Luca has a long twig. Congratulations on your wedding.
I mean that in the sense that he's good at defending with
He's great at finding the 5-hole.
Yeah. Your words, not mine.
I'm talking about hockey.
Yeah. Luca doesn't really have a great shot, and I think that it has to do with the fact that he does use such a long stick. I'm talking about relative to the rest of his game.
Yeah. Luca, you don't take that sitting down. You got to challenge him to a shoot-off.
No, but I think Luca probably knows that the one part of his game is like his shot isn't necessarily as strong. Like for example, Luca's a really fast skater.
Yep.
Like his shot just isn't. Like if you're rating him in shell, he like his speed would be much higher than like his shot power.
Yeah.
You know. But like Luca's smart. He gets back really well. He's pretty reliable back there. The other issue with Luca is that like, I mean, it's gone better, but sometimes he'll just go periods of times without going hockey, and then
Yep.
he'll be back for his first game, and like anyone would be, they're rusty.
Yep.
And then
Gotta start the old V8.
Guys throwing some pizzas up the middle. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. There's apple turnovers. He's going to
Yeah.
open a bakery.
Some Mason
It's that Italian heritage.
Some Mason Appletons. so yeah.
Where are we putting him on the scale?
I put Luka like around the same as Corwin. Like in the middle.
What about yourself?
You know
Humble,
what?
cocky, where are we?
Yeah. You know what? A lot of people chirp me and chirp my skating style, but
You get it done out there, man.
thank you, man. Thank you. You know,
like-
I score some goals.
People may not realize, but like almost every season, you're in the top 10 for scoring in the league constantly. And I think you're always 1 or 2 on the Bardown team for points, right?
There's a little grubbing that goes on too. I won't lie. I'm humble. I'm honest. I think it kind of just depends the game. Some games I'll go off and really be in it. Some games, I think like.
So are we ranking you like juniors? You're beyond AAA.
No, I'd probably rank myself like with Corwin and Luka.
Well, you can't all be the exact same. You have way more points. You have like
Doesn't
double,
matter.
triple the amount of points.
Yeah, but I also show up to a lot more games than those guys.
Yeah.
Which, hey,
But showing up is half the battle.
it is.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And it's like Ovi, you know, like Ovi's just been playing for a long time, like hasn't missed a lot of games.
Jesse
That kinda doesn't
comparing
mean it.
himself to Ovechkin.
Yes, yeah, you know, so just throw me a smidge above those guys.
Okay, just no, we're,
Just 'cause the
no,
longevity.
that's locked in. That's locked in. Jesse's
we're,
a smidge
we're,
above.
I think we're all at the same. I think
Yep.
we're all at the same.
Give me who's next?
You tell me.
You tell me.
Let's go with Eric.
Eric, where's Eric?
I'd put Eric like slightly above. Like Eric doesn't back check, but he's a skilled player.
So we don't in this ranking we do not value back check or consistency for how much you show up to a game.
Well, yeah, I guess
We're just going off like vibes.
Yeah, well, no. Eric's got good style out there too.
Yep.
But no. Eric buries a lot. He's involved offensively quite a bit. He does make sure that he's on a line with whoever he wants to play with that game. I will say that, Eric. But no, Eric's a good player. Like I'd probably put him holy shit. I'd probably put him slightly above.
Okay, so he's just a little bit above
Yeah,
you. So what
yeah.
does that put him in like junior C territory? Because we got to graduate on trips.
Yeah. Let's put Eric in junior C.
Yeah. Okay. So he's
That's nice.
hey, we're getting there. We're getting some
Eric's a good
evolution
chirper,
out of
too.
this. For the short form,
I'm a great chirper, by the way, too. So that's something that cannot be overlooked.
We're gonna break this up from the podcast, so then we can have a part 2 because we're gonna go. How many more people do we have to get through for the crew?
It depends who else you want to go through. Like,
Anyone.
let's
that
go.
wants to work with.
Okay. Let's talk about Pollock.
Okay, so let me introduce it, and then we'll cut this part out of the podcast. Part 2, Jesse ranking everyone at Bardown from most likely be scouted in the NHL to most likely trip over the blue line. Let's get into part 2.
Let's talk about Pollock.
Yep.
Thomas Pollock. Man, Pollock is a really good hockey player.
And he's smooth out there,
he
man.
is.
He's an operator.
He's got a great shot. He's got an engine.
It's kind of like John Wick out there.
He is like, I've actually never seen the John Wicks, which is crazy to think about. I know.
That's a sin.
I know. I'm not really a huge action movie guy.
Can we get some F's in the chat?
I'm not an action movie guy. Like, sorry, like, you know, me and Pollock actually had a conversation
Jesse,
about this.
not into action.
Man, this guy's just dogging me out here. No, but Pollock and I actually talked about this. We're more into like thought-provoking movies than like, action movies. I'm not really someone who likes to watch a movie and like I can like make dinner while I do it. Like if I'm watching a movie, I'm dialing in. That's kind of that.
We're going with what? We're going with a rom-com?
Well, I mean, Forgetting Sarah Marshall is one of my favorite movies of all time, if you want to call it
Yeah, I think a rom-com is thought-provoking because we see the
Yeah.
flaws within ourselves.
What is the state fish of Hawaii?
That was great. That was very quick.
Yeah, bitch. It's a great scene movie.
Okay, back to Pollock
Pollock.
playing hockey.
I think, as far as people who work at Bardown,
He's the best.
Because we have some ringers, Pollock's our best player.
Yeah.
I would say that with confidence. He's a team player too. Great guy to have in the locker room. Shows up pretty late actually to games because he always has like another game going on.
He's a popular guy. He's got a lot of friends.
Yeah, no, but Pollock is Pollock's a heck of a player. So I would definitely say Pollock is most likely in terms of people that like. Are we doing people that only still work at Bardown, or can it be like anyone?
It could be whatever you want.
Okay, Pollock, I'm gonna say, as far as people that work at Bardown, is our best player.
Best player.
And
so
then-
where are we putting him on the scale?
Highest.
He's highest. So he's going pro.
For people that work at Bardown that are not a ringer,
He could have, honestly, he could have. Like, I could have seen him, like, playing, like, in the Coast or the SP. Like, if he would have, like, if that would have been his ambition, he's got the base.
Pollock never really took hockey as seriously, it seems like, when he was a kid. Like, I know he played double A, and he had other interests. I think Pollock also played soccer.
Yep.
I think, so, I don't know. Pollock's a really good hockey player. Like, he's very good.
What about Sam?
Sam, of course. Sorry, I was only thinking I think we talked about Luca first, and then first, and so
basically, for me, it's basically my thought is anyone who's been in a quiz.
Yeah, okay,
That's I guess.
So Sam is like a stay-at-home defenseman who very much understands his role.
Sam's gonna take care of you, man. He's got a dad vibe. Like, if you know what, if I'd won too many after the bar, he's gonna take care of me.
No, 100%.
He's paternal.
Yeah, no, 100%. He definitely, like, he's someone who knows that he, like, doesn't have to try to be a hero in games. He plays a mean potatoes kind of game. He's not afraid to get in the corners. He works really hard. And when Sam gets going, he can move. Like, I've seen that guy speeding in games. And I think Sam's game has actually, like, Sam's trajectory has, like, really gone up. Like, I think, like, over the past few years especially, he holds on to the puck longer and, like, in a good way. Like, really thinks a lot of his plays through.
Yep.
I think, like, Sam's probably in that same category of, like, me, Luca, and Corwin. You know, like, I think he's just, like, because he's a reliable guy who, like, works really hard. And as someone who plays both forward and defense, I really appreciate, like, Sam grinds, man. Like, he's sweating at the end of his games, and I know he'll, like, block shots too and stuff.
So where are we putting him?
In that same range.
Yeah, AAA?
Yeah. So stick him in that same range.
Yep.
Because, Sam, I think, does a lot of things in games that other people don't want to do.
Yep.
And, like, I really respect that about Sam's game, and it's a good thing to have when you're on the ice.
Now, last one, special guest here. 3-time Bardown player, Jesse Michelle, myself. Where am I falling on there? I'm including myself in the gang because I am a points producer for that team. I was robbed in the last game. I had 2 apples, a certain special guest who I'm not going to talk about because the video hasn't come out.
Don't say it.
Not going to announce it.
Don't say it.
Absolutely phantom. Yeah. Absolutely phantom me. Stole my points. That was 2 points last game that I got robbed blind for. Where am I on the list? Ex-pro, but terrible. 0 goals in my professional career.
You know what? Jesse brings value to the Bardown team that is so valuable to the squad because teams are shit scared when they play against us. And that says something, man.
That's what you need.
This guy is like the Ryan Reeves of D1 Wednesday beer league hockey.
Someone's got to do it.
Like, literally, like, teams often get up in our grill during games, give us a hard time. We have a big target on our back. When Jesse's there, they're quiet. And especially in the handshake line, like, you will not see anything like this. Like, Jesse will get up and guys will be like, oh yeah, like, you want to go? Like, let's do this. Like, you're going to be a tough guy. Like,
I'll dance, pretty boy?
Yeah, you want. Yeah, I've heard you say that exact line multiple times. And it's just so refreshing, like, having Jesse right behind you when you're in the handshake line. That said, that's after the game. During the game, Jesse moves well for a big guy. Big guy.
I'll take it.
Yeah, especially for someone that used to play goalie. Like, I think the transition from goalie to defense has been pretty smooth for you, man. You're also willing to block shots. Like, I think you and Sam kind of do a lot of similar things out there.
We're meat potatoes kind of guys.
You're meat potatoes, but you have put more emphasis on your style out there.
Oh, yeah.
Which I respect as well.
Chrome dome, pink vise.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Need one of those.
Yep.
So I'm going to say, Jess, like, I'll put you in that same category of, like, us in the middle.
Yep. I'll take it.
Yeah, because you know, you've been valuable for the Bardown team. You've stepped up. You've been a real... and, like, also, like, you're reliable. Like, if we really need a guy, we'll reach out to you last minute and be like, yeah, I'm there. So
remember, just because you played pro doesn't mean you're actually any good at the sport.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, you know your role as a pro.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm great at punching people in the face.
You're very good.
And if it was a full contact league, I mean, that's a different story. But skills, hands, not my forte.
Yeah, but I mean, you definitely, in our league, in our team, like, you definitely fit in.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's the definitive guide. Set it in stone. Put on Wikipedia.
Yes.
That's his thoughts.
Stick it on a quote board. Also, Cam Brennan, who I have to mention as well.
Yes.
Cam doesn't pass. He is kind of a selfish player. No, Cam's a good player. He's a talented player. He's skilled. And do I think he can pass a little more sometimes? Absolutely. But he like in terms of like the tools, he's got a nice toolkit.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get another. We're ProStock hockey shop. North ProStock. So let's talk a little bit about gear. I want to pick your brain. Give me some snappy answers on these. Favorite hockey stick from your childhood. What's the most nostalgic? Whether you want to chip with it or whether you just felt like, oh my God, I am literally Ovechkin with this thing in my hands.
Easy. Mission M1.
Mission M1.
Yeah.
That's throwback. That's a blast from the past.
For Hanukkah, at the beginning of the season, because I made 10A1 in Winnipeg,
Yep.
I got a Z-Bubble grip with a Focus Flex. It was the coolest looking stick. Like if you were young enough, like you remember those
Oh
sticks.
yeah, absolutely.
So sick.
I put all of my creative players with a Z-Bubble. Oh yeah.
Do you remember the Focus Flex blade?
100%.
Yeah, so cool. It's still a 2-piece stick.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, after a little bit, must have been like a month or so, it got stolen. I was so rattled.
Winnipeg,
And then my dad felt bad, of course. And then for Hanukkah, I got a Mission M1. And I absolutely love that stick. I used it for floor hockey when I was older. I still use it for floor hockey when I need to. It's a 50 flex junior stick. I still have that stick.
If you stole Jesse's stick back in the day, it is not too late to give it back. Make it right. Fix it.
You're an asshole.
Fix it.
You're an asshole. You gave me like such bad memories from my childhood. Like
You ruined a young, innocent man's life.
I was so rattled.
Horrible.
Like I was extremely rattled.
Now,
Yeah.
was there any stick that you dreamed of that you wanted so bad Randy wouldn't fork over the cash for it?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think there's much about that. I think there are like probably some sticks that I had when I was younger that I liked, but was
Yeah.
always curious about like what would this stick be like during a game?
Yeah. I always wanted a Total One. I never got a Total One. I always wanted a Total One. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's just the one from my childhood. I was a goalie back
Yeah.
then. I didn't even need a Total One.
Yeah.
But any of my teammates had a Total One. I was like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, true. I never had like the original Synergy, and I thought
Yeah.
that was always
Yeah.
cool. I actually don't know if I ever owned a Synergy at all. I had a Nike Bauer Supreme 190,
Yep.
which is pretty cool. And then no, this is it. Absolutely, this is it.
Yep.
The Bauer Vapor 30 with the neon X's on it. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
the coolest looking stick, man. I always wanted one of those, but I always heard like they're light. I was kind of a tougher
Yeah.
stick player, but like that was the one stick.
Corwin, hook it up.
Yeah.
Find one in the archives.
They need to bring those back.
100%. they do.
100%.
But the OG, I don't like it when they change the sticks when they re-release them. Give me the OG. Give me the
Yeah.
original mold.
Yeah, true. But the Vapor 30 just looked so cool.
Yeah.
The TBS rubber was also like a cool stick.
Oh yeah. What was more iconic? Ovi's tinted visor or Teamer's Beauty Jofa bucket?
I mean, you talk about iconic, it's got to be Timu's bucket. I actually have Timu's bucket in the other room here.
When I was a kid, my dad needed new stuff, and we went out and we bought him the mirror visor. My dad's just as bad as me at hockey, if not maybe even a little bit worse. But he looked like a stud out there.
That's awesome.
in church league.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Church League.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Shout out to I don't even know Port Prairie. Yeah, Port Prairie Baptist.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was a good league. The Lindsay Muskies used to drop down.
Yeah?
And then, so it was like a bunch of guys who played junior A going to play against a bunch of 56-year-old men in church league because like the church always wanted to win the chip.
That's wicked.
Yeah. That's Christians for you.
Love it.
What's a hockey gear gimmick that you totally fell for as a kid? Me, pump skates. I thought that was like a revolution of technology. I'm like, are you kidding? It'll perfectly fit to my foot. It just balloons in a skate.
Yeah.
What was it for you?
I never really had any gimmicks. Like I never had pumps. I never had like an O stick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Dude, I thought that was so cool when I was a kid.
They are cool. I mean, I always thought that like flame tape would make me a bit quicker on the ice, and I still think that. I still use flame tape. But I would say the one kind of gimmick that I did have, I had blades. I think it was like an original pair of Bauer Vapors, and they had like little shapes inside of the blade.
Yeah.
It was very cool. It wasn't T-blades. It was like the actual
Okay.
blade had little shapes in them, like diamonds and squares. And I've never seen it, like looking back, it's like pretty crazy.
Yep.
But no, I wasn't really a huge like hockey gimmicky kind of guy, which is funny because my style is so bad now.
Yeah. But I think you look very handsome out there.
Thank you. Me and my 1,000 rhinestones on my
No,
helmet
that's
right now.
that's with the red paint originally bleeding through with the silver
Yeah.
with the rhinestones. It's a
Thanks,
look.
Pollock. Thanks, Pollock. Yeah.
So it's a look, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I want to get into some NHL awards. So let's do this.
Shout out to Brendan James also on the Bardown team, by the way. That guy's unbelievable. We didn't get to talk about him earlier. He's one of our best players and a truly, truly incredible player. Like, and a beauty. Such a beauty. Pigs too. Gauntlet. Sorry.
That's all good. Jesse Pollock's going to be giving out NHL awards. Here they are. Nicest guy in the show award goes to
Zach Hyman.
Zach Hyman. Most likely to date Sydney Sweeney. She's single again. Who's the most likely in the NHL to step up?
Do they have to be single?
We're playing imagination. We're in a world where none of these guys are married.
Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby,
sure.
that would be a natural fit.
Of
course. Most likely to never grow a playoff beard, either because they can't or they're just never making the playoffs.
Ooh. That's a gutless question. I'll say myself. I'm just going to leave it at me.
That's a cop-out, but I'll take it. Sickest flow in the league.
Ooh, great question. You know who's got some really good flow right now?
Tell me.
Aaron Ekblad.
Yeah?
Yeah,
We'll take
great
Ekblad.
flow. Great flow.
Penalty box MVP.
Tom Wilson, probably. Are you talking about like who gets the most penalties, or it's just
Interpret it however you want. Who's the MVP of the playoff box?
who's the
Who's the MVP of the penalty box?
Probably like Tom Wilson,
Yeah.
but I know he's like toned things down a bit. But like when he's actually in the penalty
Yeah.
box, I feel like he's always just doing hilarious shit.
Who's the most likely to take a job in front office after their career?
Sidney Crosby. I'm not trying to just give cliche answers here, but I think like that guy will be able to do whatever job he wants after he's done.
Yep.
But yeah, you know who's a nice guy who like strikes me as a smart guy too is maybe Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Who's the best dressed in the show?
Pasternak.
Yeah.
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 I'll be able to say Matthews. I think Matthews has good style, but like sometimes it's
He's
just
a
like
risk taker.
It's a little, yeah. I respect it, but sometimes for me it's just like a little, yeah, I don't know. Everyone just has a different style.
Best smile in the league.
Who's someone who has no teeth?
Brent Burns.
Yeah, probably Brent Burns.
Brent Burns.
Yeah.
I mean that.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's my childhood friend's cousin.
Really?
Yeah. Who's the most foreign player? We've all been in the locker room with some guys in our career that came from some interesting country in Eastern Europe. Who's the most foreign guy in the league?
Next question.
Okay.
Well, I'm not looking to catch any.
Not looking to catch any strays.
Yeah.
Originally, the question was most Russian player because the
Yeah.
Russians are always,
Of course.
they're a wiry bunch. Of
course.
I respect them though.
course.
A lot of vodka.
I love Cooch though. Like Cooch was a beauty when I met him.
Yeah.
Super nice guy.
We'll buzz through a few more and then we'll get everyone off the hook here.
Oh, no worries.
What was your most humiliating moment at Bardown?
I don't know if I should say it.
Then pick one. Move on from that one. Pick one that you can. Whether it's a quiz that you bombed, interaction gone poorly, where you embarrass yourself in front of someone that you respect in the show.
Probably when I thought that white milk was vanilla milk.
Okay, yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Have you ever tasted milk?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like vanilla.
I don't really drink that much white milk.
You look like a guy who drinks a lot of milk.
Well, only with cereal, and I always thought that there was like a vanilla taste to it.
It's just the sugar from the cereal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
In the comments on YouTube. But that's one that I'll look back at one day and be like, wow, that was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So relating to that, Jesse, if you could redo one Bardown challenge, which one would you like to redo?
I mean, I wouldn't redo it because it was such an iconic moment, but I'll say that Ducksworth, I absolutely said Ducksworth first. It's in the tape. The proof is in the pudding. And like I just got completely dogged. I got completely dogged. And just because someone says the lawyer, it doesn't mean that they're saying the actual answer. You have to give an actual answer. It's like
That'd be like saying who's the actress, and then you say the woman. It's
exactly.
It's not specific.
Who played so and so in this movie?
Yeah.
It's like oh the actress. No, you mean it was Sydney Sweeney. Right?
Yeah.
So
we're criticizing the refs, so that is a fine. You will owe Bardown $5,000 for critiquing the refs.
Yes. You know what though? I wouldn't redo that moment though because it was so iconic. I don't know. We've had so many good moments. Tough to say.
I'd say that one's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Jesse, would you rather get to play one Jets whiteout game, or you can play a Winter Classic? Which one are you picking?
Whiteout game.
Yeah?
I was at Game 7 between the Jets and Blues. It happened in the corner of the rink that I was in. I was just in the 300s. And I kid you not, when Perfetti scored that goal, that was the craziest moment of my life. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, number one craziest moment of my life.
Yeah.
It was like literally for 5 straight minutes, everyone was just jumping up and down, grabbing whoever they could grab. It wasn't even like, people didn't even have like looks of like happiness on their face. It was like you thought something crazy was going on in the arena. Like,
yeah.
It was just the most unfucking believable thing I've ever seen in my life. I've ever
Jets
experienced.
Mafia, baby.
And then to see Lowry score that goal and the Jets move on, man, it was... I get goosebumps thinking of it. Like it's nuts.
Winnipeg's a special place.
It is, especially during the playoffs.
Absolutely. McDavid hasn't signed yet, and he said nothing's off the table. Where's he landing?
You know what? I kind of wanted to do a series where like you make an argument for like, here's why McDavid should go here. Here's why McDavid should go here. I'm not even kidding, and this won't happen, and people will call me crazy. I think if McDavid's serious about winning a cup, he should go to Winnipeg.
Yeah? You heard it here first.
Man.
Jets are winning a cup.
Man, just hear me out.
With McDavid.
Hear me out. The Jets really need like a second center, right? Obviously, McDavid would be the
So McDavid would be the second center.
He would obviously be the first. He'd probably be the center on the first line, and Scheifele would be second on the second line. But like the Jets have so many pieces to go on a run.
Yep. 100% they do.
And, you know, like, it'd be kind of obnoxious if McDavid went to a team like Vegas or Florida or like any of these other teams. It'd be kind of cool if he went to LA, actually.
That would be. That would actually be, that kind of be iconic.
That's probably the team I would say. But my argument for Winnipeg is like, man, you want to bring a cup back to Canada, go to Winnipeg. You'll get paid. You'll be treated like an absolute, you'll be treated so well in the city, and you'll be able to do it with a market that's not like obnoxious. Like, man, if McDavid goes back to the Leafs, like, miss me with that. That would be so trash.
Bring him.
That would be so trash.
It's our year.
The Leafs. No, it'd be so trash with the Leafs. Go to the Jets, sign like a 2-year deal, just try to win, see what you can do, get your name on the cup with a very humble and nice market, and then choose what you want to do from there. But like, I think Winnipeg, it would be a great place for him to
Winnipeg
play.
also has great food. Wife can open up a restaurant there. Great culinary scene.
100%. And the thing is that people always cheer Winnipeg. Oh, no one wants to go. No one wants to go there. No one wants to go there. But you know what? All the players, with the exception of Ehlers, who stayed there for 9 years. All the players who have, I think it was 9 years, maybe even more. All the players who have been drafted by the Jets for the most part end up staying in Winnipeg and signing extensions. So clearly there's something good going on.
Something in the water.
Yes, 100%.
100% could be all the beautiful women.
You know what? Yeah, Winnipeg has beautiful people.
Jesse, the fans need to know, after a win, Bardown locker room, you guys bumping Taylor Swift or Tate McRae?
Neither. If I had to guess, it would probably be Swift. But we're actually playing the song Clean the Turbines by Mira. It's a very niche song. It's a house music song. It's great.
We'll play it. Let's hope that we don't get copyright striked.
It is a long song. It's like 8 minutes.
That's a long time to relish in victory, but we appreciate it.
It's a journey. You gotta relish those moments. You know?
Absolutely. They're sparing.
Unfortunately, they have been for a little bit for the Bardown team. No, we're in a good place right now with the Bardown team. Yeah.
Would you rather watch a college hockey game or a major junior game, and I'll let you pick what two teams you're watching play at what arena.
A major junior team, like in terms of like the CHL?
Yeah, and so you could pick any team in the CHL, and it could be, I don't care if it's a dub team, Q team, you could pick any two teams you want to play against each other, pretend it's it's the Mem Cup, and then same thing, you can pick, if you pick NCAA, you pick whatever two teams, you get to pick the venue, which league are you watching, and of that, what teams are you watching?
Pretty tough. Like I like both, so I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
But I mean, you'll notice that there's a Michigan jersey right behind us.
I was gonna say, are we going Michigan game?
Yeah,
Who are they playing?
I got to see a Michigan game, and it was just so electric. So I would probably want to see Michigan play Penn State at the Big House this season. Would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
But that's obviously because McKenna's on the team too.
100%.
What's his name too? Jackson Smith, I think is his name.
Yep.
He was drafted. He was drafted in the top 10.
Yep.
So good defenseman. So yeah.
CHL. What two teams at what venue?
I mean, my two favorite teams in the CHL are the Brantford Bulldogs and the Windsor
100%.
Spitfires.
Yep.
So I'd want to see those two teams play against each other. I don't even know where I'd want to see that game. You know what would be really cool?
Tell me. ODR at Tim Hortons Field?
Or maybe like, I don't know. I actually don't know if like the lake freezes over between Windsor and Detroit, but like that'd be kind of sick. Or let's just say the Lions home stadium.
Okay.
I think that'd be sick.
That'd be sweet. The Kachucks. When it's all said and done, who's going to be remembered as the better brother?
The thing I'll say is that I think Matthew is in a better position to succeed right now. And like, I don't know if that necessarily is the most fair way to judge a player based on how you're remembering them. Like Dan Marino, for example, didn't win any Super Bowls, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And then there's other quarterbacks like Terry Bradshaw, who may not have been as talented, but he won 4 Super Bowls. So it's like, who do you remember as being better?
I'm still a big Marcus Naslund guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
That's a bit of a deeper cut.
That's a deeper cut. I'm just saying.
Very good player.
Yeah, very great player. Love him.
I think that simply because the Panthers are just set up in a position where they could legitimately become an actual dynasty. Like I think in the next 4 years,
100%.
the Panthers could win 2 more cups, and it's not even out of the question. I'm probably going to go with Matthew because he'll get the cups.
Yep.
But I love Brady's game, man. And honestly, like I met both of them.
Yep.
And like Matthew's nice too, but I just find that every time I'm around Brady Tkachuk, he's nothing but a pro around me, and he's just very nice. He's a good guy, and I always cheer for that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Brady Tkachuk ever going to be playing in Florida? Is he going to join up with his brother? Are we ever going to see it?
I think it would just be too hard with the salary cap to fit it. I mean,
Do you think by the end of their career they do 1-2 years together?
Yeah,
take a team-friendly deal.
Yeah. I think at some point they'll be playing together. I think I could just they're so close. I could see it happening.
On the point of both the Kachucks, if you had to choose, are we never doing 4 Nations again, or never having NHL players in the Olympics again?
4 Nations, and the 4 Nations tournament was incredible. Don't get me wrong.
There's something about the scarcity of the Olympics and the magic that encapsulates. Everyone in Canada knows where they were for the golden goal.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we all remember the 4 Nations goal with McDavid, and we all remember that tournament, and it was such a significant tournament for, multiple reasons. I actually got absolutely shredded for a post that I made during 4 Nations, if you can recall, when I said that I didn't think
You're usually getting shredded for something.
Well, no, this was worse. Like, I just shared a take saying, which I stand by, I just didn't think it was a good look on Canadian fans to be booing the American national anthem. I
100% agree.
I just didn't think it was productive at all. I thought it was just like not really the best way of dealing with what was happening at the time. And people laid into me. And it's a really good thing that I had my girlfriend Emily with me to like calm me down during it, because she was so special during that time. And because there were times where I like wanted to reply to people, but I just didn't, and I let it pass over. And then, wow, would you look at that? 2 weeks later, no one's booing the national anthem anymore. Like, who would have thought?
Yeah.
So
contentious.
Yeah, honestly. So, but like, it was a special tournament, 4 Nations, but nothing will ever rival in our lifetime, I don't think, the golden goal by Sidney Crosby.
100%.
That is, I just don't think it gets any better than that.
My life peaked in my childhood watching that.
Dude,
it'll never get any better.
it was a where were you moment, right?
100%.
Obviously. And you also want to see more of the talent.
Yeah.
Like you want to see all the world's talent playing in the tournament. Like I want to see a guy like Pasternak playing for Czechia. You know, I want to see like Slovakian as well, Germany competing. Like
Yeah. And then it's going to be exciting to see where they grow their game, how much bigger they become. They're obviously developing so much year over year over year. Their output of NHL players, those players that are top 10 in scoring, being more and more from outside of Canada than the U.S. So, hey, where are they going to be 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years?
Exactly. I think you want to see the best players in the world. Like, seeing the four nations was awesome, but, like, let's see all the talent.
Yeah. This is the last question. You're a true Canadian.
I'd like to think so.
If you had to marry one Tim Hortons menu item, which one and why?
Oh, this is an absolute no-brainer. Everything bagel with Herman garlic cream cheese. Double toasted, though.
Double toasted.
Because sometimes you have the bagel and it's not toasted enough. You need it double toasted. But you want to talk about your childhood and stuff? That was my childhood. I used to hammer those. I still do eat them from time to time.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I was a chicken soup and apple juice kid, which is a weird thing for a kid. That was my pregame meal, was chicken soup, apple juice, a bun, butter, and a Boston cream donut.
You know what?
I was a weirdo. I still am.
Everyone's got their own thing, but mine was an everything bagel with Herman garlic cream cheese, double toasted with a hot chocolate. And I get such good memories of my dad pulling up to the window at Tim Hortons and just like reaching over in his car, like that's the good stuff right there.
What a gem.
Yeah, he's a gem. Yeah.
Well, this has been the first official North ProStock podcast. Jesse, thanks for coming.
Of course, Jess.
My brother.
My pleasure. My brother.
Literal brothers.
With these beat up knuckles from punching people in the face.
It's the only thing I'm good at. We'll see you next time. Who knows who we'll have on next? It can only go uphill from here.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.